I have the truck up on the lift and getting ready to separate the body from the frame. I ordered a rotisserie last week. Very excited. It'll definitely help me get underneath this thing and do the floor right. So we're going to take these fender wells out now and start looking, probably disconnect the steering box and then the wiring harness and see what else is connected. Start removing some of these body bolts. Probably leave the core support and stuff there, but it's in really good shape under here. Here's one of those bolts that need to come out, and every car I've ever had, you can never see the threads on those bolts. They're all rusted away. But on this, again, I don't want to keep going over it, but Arizona truck, it's just in really good shape. So at least it's in good shape where someone hasn't touched it. It's kind of a wonky looking exhaust system. But I don't know, hopefully I'm not moving the camera too fast here. But then, yeah, so I'm gonna get started on that. Okay, right here are the filler tubes from the filler outside. Then as it goes into the fuel tank, so there's a vent and a filler rubber tube, and it's got those clamps on it. I'm gonna try and save those. Not too sure about this handiwork here with the tie wraps and the baling wire, but I'm gonna try and save all the hardware as I take it apart. And then here's the other side of it. So there it is. Okay, got it all apart. Actually, the rubber wasn't too brittle. I think you may be able to reuse it when I'm done. But now I'm gonna focus on the body bolts, where it bolts to the frame. I'm gonna put some WD-40 on there and we'll see how it goes. But there's one there, and follow around. I guess I can go to the outside. And there's one there, one there, one there, and I don't know, did I show you that one? And one there. So a bunch on this side. And I'm gonna leave the radiator support on there. I just gotta disconnect the brake lines, and I think that's ready to come off. So stay tuned. That weld. Woo! Hey, baby. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now I'm going to go through and remove all the wiring, remove the radiator, the core support, and everything else that looks like it can be removed, get out of the way before I pressure wash. So should be fairly straightforward. Just have to move this tractor, make some room. But I am excited and it should go fairly easy. We'll see how it goes. Say hi, Chevy. Yeah. There he is. There's a bunch of vacuum lines here. The vacuum line that comes off of the distributor advance runs here along the valve cover and up to a T. Can't see it. Let me move to this T And then this white one goes up to the carburetor right there where it's painted orange. And then you get this other one where it says systems made in USA by Gates. That vacuum line just runs into this little Mickey Mouse setup. And then it's the bigger tube that runs into this vacuum canister. So the one that said the Gates, the one that said the Gates USA is this middle one. The vacuum advance goes to this one. And I'm guessing this is the one that goes back to the fuel tank. So, because it comes up to the frame and then connects in to a hard line and goes back. So I'm going to remove that. But I just wanted to document where those are going so I can hook them back up later. I was able to remove the wiring harness, spark plug wires, core support, radiator, evaporator canister, and step by step, it's getting smaller, getting smaller. I think I'm gonna pull it out. Actually, I'm gonna use a scraper, scrape off, I don't know, 48 years of oil and dirt. Get that off there as much as I can. It's easy to clean up off this floor, so I want to do it here, and then I'm going to drag it out into my driveway, pressure wash it, get it as clean as possible. I just don't like being dirty, getting old. But here it is, and I do have to say, I don't know where he went. Chevy offered, here he is. Chevy offered no help, right? Chevy, see, won't even listen to me. There he is. I have finished pressure washing as much as I'm going to do today. A lot of the dirt came off, which was nice, but not so much of the grease. Actually, a lot of it did come off. So we got the transfer case, 4-speed transmission, and then a block. And I confirmed with these numbers. This is a 350 motor, so I pressure washed all of this. Then there's a stamp right here. It's V1221 TDG, and I looked that up, and the TDG says it came in a 1972 Blazer. So I'm assuming this is the original engine that came with the Blazer. And then a lot of the grease came out, but not all of it. So we'll see. So now I'm gonna let this dry, get it back in the workshop, and then start disassembly. Got it back in the garage, nice and safe. Thanks to John Deere over there helping me out, pull it in. What I'm gonna do now is remove the drive shafts. If you're not familiar with that, there's 4 bolts on each side of the drive shaft, 2 bolts on each side of the universal connection. Same thing down there. And same thing for the front. So I'm going to get the drive shafts out. I'm going to get this exhaust. I'm going to cut it out, just throw it away. And then I'm going to get the engine, transmission, and transfer case out. I need to do some research. I don't know if I can just pull that transfer case out first with the transmission attached. I don't know. I got to look at, I know I can pull the transmission off of the bell housing, but actually I can't because there's bolts. It bolts from the bell housing in on the bottoms and through the top. You see there's no bolt heads sticking there. So I don't know. I'm gonna look it up, see what other people do, and then that's what I'm gonna do. Here is my latest purchase. I'm so happy about this. It's a rotisserie. I'm gonna put the frame on it after I power wash it today. Get the axles off, put the frame on there so I can rotate and paint and get it all back together. But it comes in this big box, 600 some pounds. Pretty good deal. What I like most about it is the fact that it is made in America. There it is. Oh, wait a minute. It's made in China to America. Whatever the hell that means. But it's here now. Hopefully there's no coronavirus inside. And I'm going to start working on putting this together. All right. Got the greasy ass engine out. And fuel tank. And fuel lines. Vapor lines. Brake lines. Most of it's up there. Hanging out. Chilling. Got the transfer case out, got the transmission bell housing out, got the U-Haul hitch out, got the axles out, the clutch. It's a surprise. It had a Borg Warner style clutch in there, and the clutch disc still had a lot of life left on it, but I'll be replacing it because there's no way I'm going to pull that transfer case and that transmission out again when it's in the car. Too hard. But so now the frame is completely stripped. It's on the rotisserie, and I will be working it over the next few days with the wire wheel, getting all the rust off, all the dirt off, and then the spots that I can't get with those, I will be hitting with a little sandblaster. I got this pressure pot here. I put charcoal sand in it, and then I blast away. So that will be coming up next. And this is the driver's passenger side upside down. When I'm working on the frame, and what I found is I buy these from Harbor Freight. It's a 7-piece grinder brush kit. Comes with these 2 wheel ones and 2 cup, and then a brush. So it's like $10. Here's the item number. But I load it on my 3.5-inch grinder, 4-inch grinder, whatever that is. And this one's about ready to be replaced. You can see what it was, what it is. And then, yeah, I just hit that and just go at it. And it takes the rust off, and you can use a combination of a cut brush and a wheel brush to get in all the nooks and crannies. So that's what I do. Here it is, all sandblasted. I actually started painting the other side rail. Forgot to take this video. But yeah, so see how it turns out. And there we go. Doing some painting today. Here it is, first coat. I think it went on pretty good because these bugs sure love it. I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but they are kamikaze bombing it every 2 seconds and sticking to it. So this blazer will have bugs in the paint. So that's pretty awesome. Love it when that happens. But it turned out pretty good. This is the first coat. My plan is I just wanted to coat it, keep it from rusting, and then I get all the engine brackets, transmission brackets. I'm gonna get them all painted. I'm gonna bolt everything together, and then I'm gonna put a coat, one last coat on it with the bolts, everything in place, so that they don't rust. But good times. November, I don't know, turkey week. There it is. The frame has been painted and dried. I put probably 2 coats on it, and then just shoved it in the garage, did some other work. In the meantime, I also sandblasted all the brackets that are going to be bolted on. There's some more back there hanging, drying. But I sandblasted, and then I painted these yesterday. So right now I just got it leveled out. I put a level on the back, and then on the front, it had a little bit of a twist to it, so kind of moved it. This rotisserie allows you to kind of lock in the back one place and the front another. So got it all leveled out. Now I'm going to bolt everything back together and then wipe it down and give it one more coat of paint to cover all the bolts and nuts that are on there. So there we go.